Everyone says the US economy is doing great. The numbers look strong. The headlines sound positive. So why do so many Americans still feel broke? Something doesn't add up. Because what you see on the surface isn't what people are experiencing underneath. Something feels off in the economy. On one side, the data says everything is strong. Markets are up, unemployment is low, everything looks fine. But in real life, people are struggling. And there's clearly something causing this gap. Something most people don't fully see yet. And the scariest part is, it's affecting more people than they realize. And the worst part, most people can feel it, but can't explain it. If you've been paying attention lately, you've probably noticed something strange. The stock market keeps going up. Unemployment is still low. And everywhere you look, headlines say the economy is doing great. But at the same time, rent is getting more expensive. Groceries cost more than ever. And it feels like your money just doesn't go as far as it used to. You're earning, but not progressing. So how can both of these things be true at the same time? How can things look strong and still feel this broken? To understand what's really going on, we need to go back a few years. After the pandemic, the government and central banks pumped a massive amount of money into the economy. Interest rates were kept low, money was cheap to borrow, and everyday expenses kept rising. This helped the economy recover quickly, but it also created a different kind of problem. A problem that didn't show up immediately, but slowly started affecting everyday life. Here's what's actually happening. When all that money entered the system, it didn't affect everyone equally. A lot of that money flowed into the stock market and into large companies, which is why markets kept going up. That's why on paper, everything looks strong. But at the same time, the cost of living started rising. Rent kept going up, groceries became more expensive, and everyday expenses increased. And for most people, their income didn't grow at the same pace. So even though the economy looks strong on paper, people feel poorer in their everyday life. The system grew, your wallet didn't. And this gap becomes even clearer when you look at where money is actually going. Most of the growth we see is happening in assets, stocks, real estate, large companies. But most people don't own enough of these assets to benefit from that growth. Instead, they're dealing with rising costs every single month. So while the system is growing, it's not growing in a way that actually improves everyday life for most people. It's growing, just not for you. It's like watching the scoreboard go up, while your own score stays the same. Technically, the game looks great, but you're still losing. And that's the disconnect people are feeling. And this is where it gets more serious, because this isn't just about feeling broke. When people spend less, businesses start slowing down. When businesses slow down, jobs become less secure. And when that happens, the entire economy starts to feel the pressure. So even though things look strong right now, there are cracks forming underneath the surface. Small cracks that most people ignore at first. And we've seen this pattern before. When everyday people start cutting back on spending, it doesn't show up immediately. At first, everything still looks fine. But slowly, business revenues start dropping. Companies begin cutting costs, and that's when layoffs start happening. And by the time it becomes obvious, it's already too late to react, because by then, the damage is already done. And the problem is, most people don't see it until it's too late, because the economy doesn't break all at once. It slowly cracks beneath the surface, and most people don't notice it until they're already feeling the impact. The economy didn't break. It just stopped working the way you expected. What do you think? Is the economy actually strong right now?